afternoon, yoga babes. Welcome to the final week of the beginner yoga series. I'm so excited we finally have made it to the end. If you are just joining us, welcome. It's nice to have you. And if you are just joining us, I'm going to link the previous 5 weeks in the description below. In today's video, we're going to cover what the meditation practice is and why it's so essential to your yoga practice. It's very much intertwined with the yoga practice, why you should practice meditation, and I'll even include a short guided meditation at the end. All you're going to need is comfortable clothing for this class. So let's go ahead and get started. What is meditation? Meditation is a means of getting to a mindset that is a heightened state of awareness, of mental clarity, and of oneness and nothingness. And I know that sounds a little bit vague in a sense, but it's one of those practices that you just have to experience yourself to truly understand. That's not to say that I'm an expert in meditation teacher or anything like that, but I have experienced the benefits of meditation in my own personal practice, and I have not reached the most heightened state of awareness called nirvana. You may have heard that term before, as in the rock band, but actually it is the most heightened state of meditation that you can actually attain, and it is actually the goal point of the yoga practice. Meditation is one of the limbs of the yoga practice. There are 8 limbs. It is one of the 8 limbs. It's essential and very much intertwined with the yoga practice. So that's the connection right then and there. I believe that the meditation practice is essential to your everyday life for a few reasons. For one, if you're watching this video and you live in a westernized country like the United States, Canada, or Australia, the UK, you might live a very crazy, busy, hectic life. You go from one task to the next task, and a lot of the times our brains are just wired to keep going, keep moving constantly. And this can be a lot, very hectic on the nervous system, cause a lot of stress on the body. But not only that, it's hard for us to stay very, present. It's hard for us to stay present and to act mindfully when we are in this state of go, go, go all the time, and we don't really take that time to slow down and have that self-awareness, get to know ourselves on a more personal level, and more importantly, just see what we want to get out of life. When you get to that heightened state of awareness, some of the answers that you've been seeking, you'll find that are already within you. And maybe you're dealing with something like anxiety or stress, or you have panic attacks. The meditation practice can help you just come back to your center and get out of that stressed out state of being, which can be heightened by being in the type of society that we have, very stressful, very ongoing, instead of tapping into the other side of our nervous system and starting to bring things down. I talked about that other side of the nervous system in my previous video when we were talking about pranayama or breath work. We're tapping into that other side of the nervous system that's responsible for bringing us down, more calmed down and relaxes our sphincter muscles so that our body can digest our food properly and we can use the restroom, and also help us calm down and fall asleep essentially. So meditation practice is very important, more important than most people think in today's society. And also, I've had a few people tell me, well, I just can't get into meditation. Meditation's so boring. That's another point that I want to bring up. If you are not in the right mental state, in my opinion, it is not a good time to meditate. So I recommend that you meditate first thing in the morning or right before you go to bed when your mental space is clear. I highly recommend that you do it right first thing in the morning before your thoughts have flooded your mind, where you can just sit down in a quiet spot and allow yourself to melt away. Another thing that I want to talk about in this video is that meditation does not necessarily mean you have to sit in a cross-legged position, close the eyes, and chant or use a mantra or any means such as those. Meditation I believe that you can get into a meditative state doing a lot of the things that you love to do, where you are ultra present and ultra aware of what you're doing. And the example that I like to bring up is professional athletes and athletes in general. So for example, my fiance always talks about how when he is playing hockey, he is so hyper focused, nothing else in the world matters, even if there's music blaring and fans screaming. The only thing that he cares about in the world, the only thing that he can really focus on rather, is that puck, the team, and what's going on in that game. So meditation, I believe, is not necessarily restricted to what people perceive as what the meditation practice is. And then for me, example, I find doing the dishes very meditative. My mind is just very focused and open. I'm very aware in those moments, and a lot of people have seen me, actually, a lot of my friends and family have asked me, why do you love to do the dishes so much? And for me, it's just something very meditative for me. It helps me just escape and listen to that voice within me, escape to that mental clarity. So, for you, it could be a sport, it could be your favorite hobby, but if you have a favorite sport or hobby, just something that you love to do, we all do, you can relate here. You know what it's like to really just tune out the rest of the world and be so hyper focused that you can't focus in on anything else. That to me is the meditation practice in a nutshell. So that's one way that you can practice mindfulness and meditation. And so I'm going to give you a short guided meditation. So I'll give you a few seconds to get prepared. Make sure you're in a comfortable position. And just know that a guided meditation is just one style, like I was saying, of the meditation practice. Some people use mantras or positive affirmations in their meditation practice. You may have heard the word Om before, or the phrase rather. That could be a completely different video going over the mantra Om. But some people, they will do their meditation practice to the mantra Om, and I think that's portrayed a lot of the times in TV and magazines on what meditation is. So that is one way you can meditate. You can do a guided meditation where someone else is facilitating the meditation for you. There is sound meditation. That is one of my favorites. Again, one of those things you just have to experience. They're called crystal bowl sound meditations. You can use gongs, you can use drums. There's just different ways you can do them. There's yoga nidra meditation, its own, again, I could do a whole video on yoga nidra. It's another type of meditation out there. There's walking meditation, blindfold meditations. The list goes on and on. So it goes back to that point that there is not one right or wrong way for you to meditate. You can start your meditation practice on your own by finding something that works for you. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead, come into a comfortable position. You could be seated, standing, or on your back. Make sure you're in comfortable clothing. And we'll go ahead. I'll give you a second. Start to take notice of your breath. Start to notice the different stages of your breath. Noticing your inhales and then your exhales. Noticing the spaces in between your breath. Inhaling, notice the space. Exhaling, noticing the space before your next breath. Inhale, space. Exhale, space. Notice these spaces. Allowing them to guide you to the next inhale and exhalation. Inhale, allow the breath to travel up into the nostrils. And exhale out through the nostrils. Inhale up into the nose and out through the nose. Throughout this meditation, you have the option to keep your eyes open or closed. Notice your chest rise with every inhale. Notice your chest fall with every exhale. Inhale, space. Exhale, space. Notice any thoughts, words, ideas, or images that come to your mind. And as your thoughts interrupt your breath, allow them to pass. Don't push them away. And when the thought, the word, the image is done, bring your attention back to your breath. Inhale, the belly fills with air. Exhale, the belly releases the air. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. And as you inhale, nice and slowly count 1, 2, 3. Pause. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Space. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Space. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. Take this time, notice how your body feels. Notice how relaxed, calm, and peaceful your breath and your body feel. Slowly start to bring yourself up, finding small movements deepening the breath. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Start to move the shoulders. Draw your hands to your heart in prayer. Take this feeling of love, of peace with you for the rest of your day. Sitting in this state for as long as you need to. And only when you're ready, open your eyes, come back to this space. Welcome back. Wasn't that super lovely? If you need a little bit more time, pause the video, sit in silence for a little while. I completely understand. And if you have made it through this 6-week beginner yoga series, congratulations. That's absolutely wonderful and amazing for you. Upcoming in the near future, I'm going to be starting my chakra yoga series on YouTube. I'm really excited. I just wrote my first ever ebook, How to Use Yoga to Unblock the Chakras. It's available for purchase on Amazon. So if you want to pair the chakra yoga series videos with the ebook, they go hand in hand with one another. Please let me know. Drop me an email at namasteKyoga@gmail.com, and I will also have the link for the ebook in the description below. I have a lot of awesome things coming up in the near future. I'm adding things to my store. I'm planning my first ever yoga retreat. If you want to stay in the loop on upcoming events in my life, I just moved back to Orlando. I'm going to be doing a donation-based yoga class at a local park. Again, please give me your email. Drop your email below, and if you're not comfortable with that, send me an email, namasteKyoga@gmail.com. Until next week, babes, thanks so much for watching. Namaste. Okay.